Max is looking for a second date update. He went out with Claire, and he'd like a follow-up because he hasn't heard from her, and we're going to try to help him out. Hi, Max.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Well, trying to solve problems here.
Get dates.
That's right.
I appreciate you guys for taking my call.
Happy
So,
to.
pretty much what happened is I met this girl on Match. Her name's Claire. I hadn't been dating for a bit. I just kind of jumped back in the dating scene after the holidays. I was in a long-term relationship, and we just broke up in October, so I just been kind of chilling out on dating since then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a couple dates since then, but before the date with Claire, but there was really nothing there. But I really liked this one. I mean, she was really great. She was cute. Sorry.
You're fine.
She's sweet. She's kind of shy. She didn't talk too much, but when she did say something, it was really funny. She was just one of those girls who, hears everything and then waits to say the perfect thing, She's really cool.
Now, there's a couple of ways that you can take that. She didn't talk too much. Are you saying she didn't talk too much like some chatty women get when you get out on a date with them? Or are you saying she was kind of, in a shy, quiet way? She didn't talk a lot.
No, I'd say she wasn't too talkative. Sometimes you go on a date with somebody and
who's overly.
It's like an interview for them, and they don't even let you talk, but she, would let me talk, and she had funny things to say. She was really cool,
Yeah, what I'm hearing is she didn't talk just to hear herself talk, but when she did speak, she made it count.
There you go.
It was meaningful, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, so we decided we go to Mellow Mushroom, just to kind of keep it real casual,
Mm-hmm.
We were there for 2 hours, and I thought everything was great. We talked about sports. We were both big Bengals and Reds fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even talked about going to opening day together.
Oh, wow. Future plans.
Right. So I thought everything was kind of going off without a hitch. I know opening day is a ways off, but, and it wasn't like we made concrete plans, but I just kind of took that as a good sign,
Yeah.
So we left. I walked her to her car. She hugged me. She thanked me for dinner. I said I'd call her, and she was like, great. And I haven't heard or anything or texted her. Gotten a text from her, gotten a call from her. I've called and texted. There's been no responses. So I'm kind of at a loss here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I hated that when I was dating. You were like, but we talked about going places next month.
Right.
They don't call you back. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's her story? What's her relationship story? Like you said, you met her on Match. I assume with her also being on Match, she's probably dating as well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, from what I understood, she had just kind of been out on the dating scene for a little longer than me. She's just kind of, taking it slow, and that even made me feel even better because I was just like, wow, this lady's really selective. She's sweet and thoughtful. So when she's having this kind of meaningful conversation with me, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm the right kind of guy. I don't know, but I'm just still kind of surprised that I haven't heard anything from her.
Right. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe she met someone and she's exploring something else, but we'll call her up and see if we can't get the two of you together again as Second Date Update continues. So Max had been in a long-term relationship until last October. That relationship ended. He took a little time off from dating until after the holidays when he joined Match. Dated a couple of people before he met Claire. And Claire was the first person who really made an impression on him. Had a great dinner at Mellow Mushroom. Spent a couple hours getting to know each other, have a lot in common. Talked about possibly doing opening day, Reds opening day together, even though that's kind of far off. And at the end of the date, he said, hey, I'll give you a call. She said, great, and never did hear back from her. He tried to reach out, but she never responded, and here we are. Now, I don't know if there was anything else that you thought of that you wanted to add that you think might be pertinent before we call her up, Max?
No, that's the whole story as far as I know. I mean, everything that I've said, the way I thought the date went, I thought it was a good time, but I don't know. I mean, that's the only info I have on it.
Okie doke. Let's give her a call.
Hello?
Hi, this is Claire.
Yeah, this is Claire.
Claire.
Hi, Claire.
Wow. I always think about, what was that show?
Oh,
Clarice.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. What is like, hello,
Claire.
Claire. Claire.
Claire, let's
That's
grab a
right.
cig.
Yeah.
Who am I speaking with?
sorry. It's Jeff and Jen and Fritch and Tim at Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and, oh my God.
How are you?
Hi.
Oh, hi. How are you? I'm good. Thank you. I wasn't expecting this.
That's okay. We
Yeah.
What is
love
up?
surprising people. Hopefully, you're receptive
happy
to hearing
surprise.
from us.
I mean, I'm kind of taken aback, so I just want a little explanation, I guess.
We can give you that. We can give you an explanation.
Okay.
So what's happening is we spoke to a guy you went on a date with. His name is Max, and he had a lot of great things to say about you and was hoping to reconnect, possibly go on a second date if you were open to that. And
Okay.
I guess he's had a little difficulty getting a hold of you, so we just wanted to reach out and see what you were up to on his behalf.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be honest, I guess I need to be at this point. Great guy, really sweet. I liked him, but to be honest, he's kind of gross.
He's kind of
I
what?
guess that's probably the best word I can use. I guess maybe he has allergies or something like that, but he keeps like snorting, snot, like the hawking it up kind of thing. Like
Oh, gosh.
he's congested a lot. Whenever he's talking to me, he's like snorting up all this mucus, and it's like he's
Oh
hawking
my
it
gosh.
up.
I dated a guy like this in
Yeah.
high school that was a hawker spitter.
I would
That
say
does
though,
that all the time.
Well, he would go,
Oh, thank you for the
That is it,
illustration.
yeah.
I hated it.
this winter's been a
It's
little
gross.
crazy. The weather's been up and down, and every
Agreed.
person I know is dealing with some sort of.
Something.
I get it. Look, I get it. My sister has allergies, and she takes medicine every day, and I get it. But
Yeah.
he snorts the snot like where you need to probably spit it out at that point. He was at dinner just swallowing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just could not. My appetite was
Oh.
lost. My dinner was like I half ate it because I just couldn't. Maybe he couldn't spit it out there, but ill.
Yeah, that was
it
probably
Yeah.
convenience for you, but also gross.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what
Oof.
solution. I don't know what to tell him, but I just kind of got grossed out. I didn't call him back. And when people do that, I know it's not their fault, but I just can't. I think about like the future, like I
Yeah.
can't deal with this.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that is
Yeah,
the
like
reason.
I'll have
Yeah.
times too, because my boyfriend has a lot of sinus issues, and I'll have times where I fight the urge to be like, just go blow your nose.
Yeah.
You know, please stop
Mhm.
sniffing and just go blow your nose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just hit pause.
But it's
Yeah.
hard
Please,
because
yeah.
Yeah.
they are just as sensitive to it as I am. At least he
They
is.
know.
Yeah, they do know.
But then again,
Yeah.
there are some people that don't know. People who spend a lot of time alone pick up very disgusting habits because they do things that they would never do in front of other people. And if other people aren't around, then they do these things a lot. And then all of a sudden people
Yeah.
are there, but they're such in the habit of doing these disgusting things
Yeah, that
they're
they don't
doing them
know.
in front of other people without even realize that they're doing them.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he did it multiple times in this restaurant, so I'm
Wow.
just imagining what he does at home.
And that's the
So-
last mouth you want to make out with.
Yeah,
girl.
You think about that too.
Exactly. So I'm so sorry. I feel bad, but it is what it is. I just can't deal with that.
All right. Well, thank you for your honesty, Claire.
Mm-hmm.
We do have Max on the other line, as I'm sure you know, being a fan of our show and listening to Second
Yeah.
Date Update.
Hi, Max.
Well-
I'm sorry to say that on air, but I don't know.
I mean, I thought, you know what? It was your idea to go to Mellow Mushroom. I don't take cheese well, but I thought, I took some lactate. I might have forgotten, so I might have been a little more congested or something like that. Like, I don't know, but I mean, what was I supposed to do? I mean, I could have spit it in a napkin in front of you or like leave every 5 minutes to go to the bathroom. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's bodily fluid. Like everybody has it.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're. Oh, that's gross. The bodily fluid got me. Yeah.
Like we have the advantage of microphones that we can mute when
Right.
we have to do that during the live show.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that doesn't help out my partners at all because they're sitting right here. Even though
Right.
the mics are muted, that doesn't mean they can't hear it.
I just think back like when I had COVID, that was my main
yeah.
lingering symptom was I had this constant mucus that I was coughing up. And it did get to a point where it's like, if I'm going to leave the room every time to spit this out, I'm never going to be in the room.
I remember you taking tissues.
I walked around with
remember.
a box of tissues and I just would spit because it just kept coming. And
We
it
never
would not
complained
stop.
once, by the way.
You
No.
didn't. Well,
Listen.
I tried not to be. I tried to be very discreet, and I wasn't
No, it's
like
fine. We got it.
I wasn't like.
But she
going
wasn't
through
like
all that.
sucking it through her nose into her
No.
throat.
No.
Like
No,
that
because it wasn't
for me
coming
is
from my
the
nose.
worst.
That's what was so weird
I mean-
about it. It was all in my throat.
21 years of close quarters living together. Like it's just,
Yeah,
what are you
yeah.
gonna do? We
I
get
could
it.
stick my finger up my nose and dig around in there like nobody's business, and he wouldn't notice.
Oh,
That's not true. He would just talk about you when you left the room. Did you see how gross Jen was? She just put her finger up
I
her
am
nose.
one of those people that spends a lot of time alone.
No, she's never done that before.
Yeah,
oh my
thank
God.
God.
Some of us just love a clean nostril.
That's true. Can't
Right.
stand the
I
feeling
do
of
feel
anything.
badly though for people that just can't help it. And literally,
Yeah,
I mean,
there's nothing they could
obviously,
do.
he can't help it.
No, but remember the coworker who used to come into the studio to blow his nose? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing here?
'Cause
Why
this
would
is
you
where
come
the
into our
tissues
studio
were.
to blow your nose?
Because we had the nice tissues.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
Yes.
I never
It
understood
was all
that.
your fault. Didn't you provide the tissues? Didn't you regularly
probably.
bring in
Did.
boxes of tissues because they
Yes.
did not provide them for us?
Okay, that makes
That
sense.
person doesn't do that anymore. Now that you bring that up,
Well, that's
It
because
doesn't
we
happen
gave
anymore.
them their own tissue box.
do they have their own tissue
Yeah.
box now?
Everybody gets their own. Every studio now gets.
Oh, well,
That is
nice.
something that happened from
After COVID.
From COVID, though,
Yeah.
because they want to
Oh.
put all the they want them, everything to go into the tissue.
Yeah.
COVID
Boogers
thing.
go in tissues, Jen.
Yes, they do. That's a lesson in my house.
Well, I'm sorry, Max.
Yeah.
That's sorry. I'm sorry too. I mean, she's grossed out by me. I don't really have anywhere else to go from there.
I'm
so
sorry.
It's fine.
Well, you're going to find somebody else that has the same histamine issues as you do.
That's right.
And the two of you will be just perfect together.
Well, thanks, guys.
Best we could do. You're welcome. Thanks.
all
Bye,
right.
see ya.
Bye. Bye.